Hey, this is Jason McKenzie. I'm back. This week I decided to switch things up a little bit and do some djembe. A few people have been asking me about that. I don't really consider myself a djembe player per se, but I do have a hybrid technique that is unusual and helpful, perhaps. I thought I maybe would do this in two different segments. The first one being a beginner level. Just getting a sound out of it. I have a pretty big hand. I use my finger pads in here. But you can also use the whole palm. But I kind of mute the edge a little bit with the back of my hand. And as you can see, this is not a real African djembe. It's made for Remo. You can tune it like a regular drum with a drum key. And then I just use the edge sound. Probably needs to be tuned a little bit. Again, I don't do the slap, but I make do with just these two sounds. So I thought I would start this off with just rhythm basics. What is rhythm? It's just time being divided. So that's the beat. We call these quarter notes in the music school world. Highly recommend getting a metronome because drumming is all about playing in time. And subdividing. So this is playing on the beat. You can do 2 per beat, which is known as eighth notes. To do the snap, I'm just showing you the beat. Just subdividing it into 2. These are triplets, 3 per beat. But you can also alternate. I highly recommend you alternate hands. Showing you the beat here with my snaps. Now this is 16th notes. I am doing 4 per beat. I'm using a split hand technique that I've learned from tabla, which I'll go into in another video. But this is 16th notes or 4 per beat. Now I would recommend that you play this way. You can do 16th note triplets, which are 6 per beat. So those are the basic subdivisions. You can get into more. You could do 5s, but it's not that common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7. 1, 2, 3. It's hard to do. Anyway, you don't have to go into all that. I'm just showing you what it's like to subdivide. But the most common subdivisions are 2, 3, and 4. And so the most common beat you would do at a drum circle would be based on 16th notes. You'd probably be something like this. So what I'm doing is taking 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 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 1 E and a 2 E and a. So you do this slower, maybe 80 BPM. So a lot of rhythms are 16th note based, where you can go one, I want, I want, I want, I want. Or 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, or 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. In some advanced metronomes, you could set it to 16th notes and go da 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 da. And you can practice stuff like this. You can go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a da 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 da, or 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So anyway, back to our groove. Another very common beat is on a djembe they would call it doom tek tek doom tek tek doom tek tek doom tek tek. But the secret to getting this really in time and grooving is to do what's called ghost notes, where you're filling in the 16th notes and accenting the main notes. So it's, so I'll show you really slow. And accents can be applied by sitting in front of a mirror, making all your unaccented notes about an inch off the head, and your accented notes about 6 or 8 inches off, maybe 8. Speed it up. So that really comes from making 2 consistent hand heights. That's where you'll get that consistent sound. You can practice in front of a mirror. I can see myself right now through the camera, so. Tabla again. I'll show you that on the next video, split hand technique. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.